Make sure you stay tapped in until the end because guess what? We're going to tell you how to win a Mitchell and Ness Joe Montana throwback jersey. What?
Yo, welcome back to Last Second Sports, baby, where we giving our take down to the last second. It's your boy Rad out here in Rib City, Portland, Oregon, repping them Detroit Lions. Us first, everybody. Y'all already know. But hey, I got that guy on the West Coast, the worst coast, but he repping them San Fran 49ers. Jay Nay, what's happening, Brody?
I think you said I was on the West Coast, but you also called it the worst coast, which is where you're at. You're right. The East Coast is the you did. No, you should. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Rewind.
Because you're right. The West Coast is.
We're gonna edit that out. The East Coast, it's live. The worst coast. Down there in Florida.
All right, here we go. Listen,
I don't know.
You messed it up.
I
can't take it back. Everybody saw it. Everybody's laughing at you.
It's okay.
It's been a couple weeks since we've done this show, Rad. I mean, we've been doing our own things, but we weren't able to link up. And here we go. It's been a couple weeks, and I'm curious as to what the hell's going on in Lions world because I have no clue what y'all have been doing. Every time I get the instant like Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport's tweeted so and so's been signed. I have not seen the Lions name pop up one time. I don't think a single time. So I'm curious to see if you guys have signed anybody. What the hell is going on in the world of the Lions? And I'm excited to tell you what's been happening with San Francisco because, I mean, come on. It's the 49ers.
Y'all ain't been doing much either, though. Like, hold on.
More than y'all? Okay, well, let's just get into it.
We're just being patient. You got to trust the process.
Right.
Trust the process, okay?
Got it.
We're going to bring in a couple guys, and we're going to build through the draft. Trust the process. But no, really, the biggest and best signing, I'm going to say, has been DJ Chark. Jacksonville receiver who's coming off of a fractured ankle last season, but he has put up 1,000-yard season before. Big, fast receiver. What we've been missing. Everybody know our receiving core was kind of buns besides the guy right here, St. Brown. So we added Chark. I like the signing. We got him on a good 1-year deal, $10 million plus incentives. So it's a make or break year for him, a show me year. I think that was a huge signing. 6'4", 200 pounds, runs a 4.3 40. He has good film. He just dealt with injuries last year. And then everybody know Jacksonville was just a bad place last year. Let's put it like that. It was a dumpster fire. Thank you. So I'm excited about that signing. We've also got Mike Hughes, former first-round pick of the Minnesota Vikings back in 2018, University of Central Florida corner. I remember when he was coming out of college. I liked the guy when he was coming out, and I was a little upset that the Minnesota Vikings drafted him with the 30th pick back in 2018. He had a solid rookie year, then he dealt with injuries the next 2 years, and then he had a bounce-back year with the Kansas City Chiefs last year. He was rated, I believe it's either 17 or 18 in PFF out of cornerbacks last year. So I did do some research on him. That's actually pretty good. I like him because he can play inside and outside. He can play that nickel or he can be an outside corner. Everybody's a little worried about his height only being 5'10", but he's scrappy. And that height doesn't really scare me at the corner, as long as you're scrappy. Verrett wasn't the tallest guy. Remember Ben Grimes? Grimes was a dog at the DB.
Yep.
He was a baller. So I don't care. As long as you attack the ball well, got a good vertical, and for one, he'll come tackle, and he's all about creating turnovers. I went and watched some film on him. He's always trying to get a turnover. So Mike Hughes, and I'm going to say Chark's been like the biggest signings. We brought in a H-back from the Saints. I can't even think of the guy's name off the top of my head. He might not even make the roster. I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm just being real, bro. And this is what frustrated me. I was talking to my boy Dose about this. We signed him last Thursday. I think, what is that, like day 2 or day 1 of free agency, like where you can actually sign people. And we signed him. And I'm like, bro, Dose, this isn't a good signing. This is like a signing that happens like 2 weeks after free agency opens. Nobody's out trying to target this guy. Like, we could have got him later on. Like, this ain't huge for us. You're right. We have been quiet, but they've been nice key signings. We brought in I would say Mike Hughes is a veteran corner. He has a lot of snaps under his belt. He's going into his 5th season. He's only 25, so he could be a part of the future. And then Chark, baby. I like Chark. I really do. He's put up some good film, and that size, speed comes from LSU. But besides that, we got also Chris Board. I think he's going to be a special teams linebacker from the Baltimore Ravens. He's a special teams ace. He's a good coverage linebacker. They said they brought him in he was a situational down linebacker, so he came in on 3rd downs. He's an ex-safety. So, he's good at coverage, zone drops, and things like that. Now, he could potentially be fighting for a starting job. Athletic. I'm not mad at the signing, but I still think linebacker is one of our weakest areas, and also the safety position. I'm a little upset we haven't went out and got a safety because pretty much the good ones have been snagged. But those are going to be the key signings. And then we did a bunch of re-signings. We brought some of the people that perform well on their 1-year contracts. Charles Harris is back. Tracy Walker's back. But DJ Chark's my top signing. I'm excited about that.
Okay.
He's going to come play that X for us. My guy. I like that. We got a solid receiving core. Solid. Chark, St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. We getting Quintez Cephas back, and then we got TJ Hawkinson. That's solid, baby. Now, our quarterback play, he's cool. I'm not here to dog him. I'm not here to dog him tonight. I'm not here to dog Goffle tonight.
You call him Jared Goffle. Like, what do you mean you're not here to dog him?
He's cool.
You call him Jared Goffle. All right.
That's his name.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
He's cool. But I'm excited. I do want a few more pieces, but you know what I mean? We're just going to sit tight. That's it, baby. Go Lions. Tell us about these 49ers, because I don't really know who y'all done brought in.
Well, hold on a second. The great one says, no disrespect, Rad, but do we really have to talk about the Lions tonight?
Yeah, right. We got to talk about the Lions.
Here's the deal. You probably don't pay attention to half our show because you're a 49er fan, just like Lions fans don't pay attention to half the show. But this is a channel split up into 2. You've got me, the 49er guy, and you've got Rad, the Lions guy. We come together once a week, and this is that once a week show. So we talk 49ers and Lions every Thursday. And then the rest of the week, if you see just me, it's 49ers. If you see just Rad, then it's a Lions show. So that's the way it's broken down. So yes, we unfortunately have to talk Lions tonight. Yes, we do.
Unfortunately. Hey, watch your verbiage. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not here to dog the Lions tonight. I'm just unfortunate. All right. So the 49ers biggest signing is Charvarius Ward. So Charvarius Ward was a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. Give you some numbers on him. Last year, he was the 2nd ranked corner in completion percentage allowed. He was the 1st ranked corner in average target separation. He was the 1st ranked corner in tight window rate, which is 46.3% of the time. He makes quarterbacks throw into tight windows when they look his direction. He was 4th in the league in coverage success rate, and he was 11th in the league in targeted EPA. So pretty solid, right? I mean, under the radar guy, but he's just based off of his numbers been a solid top tier corner, low key. They got him for fairly inexpensive. Not mad at that. They certainly could use some help in the secondary. I disagree with getting another outside corner as like your number 1 big signing, but I'm not mad at it because Ward is certainly an upgrade, and at the very least kicks some guys down a little bit in the depth chart, and it helps out. So that's the biggest signing. But overall, the 49ers have signed really quite a bit. They had 3 special team aces that they signed. They got a punt and kick returner in Ray McLeod. They signed Oren Burks, who's a linebacker, and George Odom, who's a safety. Both of these guys are special teams aces, as is Ray McLeod. So they've made the special teams a hell of a lot better. They brought back in Kerry Hyder today, who had a hell of a season with the 49ers 2 years ago.
Good signing right there. That's my guy.
Well, they're going to lose Arden Key. So that's, it's funny because they got rid of Hyder to bring in Key, and now they're getting rid of Key to bring in Hyder. So, but he played really well with the 49ers, and he played well with you guys when Kasurek was there.
Did.
So
yes, he did.
Solid player. And then they brought in Hassan Ridgeway as well. So not bad by any means. Now they did lose some pieces. Laken Tomlinson, who I expected to go, got paid nearly $14 million a year to go elsewhere. The 49ers weren't going to match that. They did lose DJ Jones. They lost K'Wan Williams, who's quite frankly a little long in the tooth anyways. So I think the 49ers have done fine. No major splash names like we'd like to see. And unfortunately, you know, we'll talk about it here in a second, but there is some blunders that we will talk about. Yeah, in fact, I can talk about it now. Jimmy G's still on the roster. Like, what the hell are they doing? Like,
nobody want him. He's gonna stay on the roster. Don't nobody want Jimmy G, bro. They're going to get Mitchell Trubisky. Winston's getting re-signed. Teddy Two Gloves. Like, don't nobody want Jimmy G. I'm so happy y'all stuck with that clown. Jimmy G still around. I told you ain't nobody coming. I think I told you a couple weeks, and y'all ain't getting Jimmy G off, bro. People ain't foolish now. Coach wouldn't got Matt Ryan. Nobody want that bum. I had to mute my mic. I didn't want to laugh so hard. Good gosh. Yeah, there is a blunder. Jimmy G's still on the route. Yeah. Because I was definitely going to ask you, so what's going on with Jimmy G, man? Like, are y'all going to get him off? Y'all got to trade him for a pack of Newports and a Fanta, an orange Fanta. That's what you're gonna get.
You think we get a Fanta for real? Like,
y'all get an orange Fanta, but y'all gotta send back
a I'll take the cigarettes.
you gotta send Jimmy G and a Snickers with him. Like, good gosh, don't nobody want that bum. Good job, San Fran. Jimmy's a G. I love it. Lord, Chardavius versus he was 21 on PFF. I'm looking at it. I see the percentages. 83. Charvarius. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Right. If you're gonna laugh at Jimmy, get this right, would you?
I mean, I'm just saying he was ranked 21. I'm looking at it. He's nice. I'm looking at the little PFF ratings here. I don't know. Mike Hughes graded a little higher, but no big deal.
It's PFF. Come on, don't. Let's not even go. What? Let me tell you.
I mean, I'm just saying. You threw out the PFF number, so I just needed to let you know that the corner I signed.
Didn't throw out the PFF numbers.
Graded higher. I'm looking
PFF.
at
those are next gen stats. They're not
I'm looking
PFF
at
numbers.
Which are PFF?
To be clear about. I didn't look at PFF. I don't know. I don't care.
Well, I'm looking
PFF
at it. I'm looking at it right now.
Tons, and it doesn't tell you anything. Let me tell you about PFF. Let me give you something real quick.
Please give me the story.
Deebo Samuel went ape shit against the Tennessee Titans, right?
Okay.
Trent Sherfield gets one catch against the Titans. You know who had a higher PFF that game? Trent Sherfield. Trent freaking Sherfield. At that moment, nobody should pay attention to PFF for their grades. Now, listen, they do have good stats.
Where did he grade it? Where did he grade out the whole year? Where did you think they graded Deebo Samuels? Right where he really, 80s? I think, right where he belonged. Right where he belonged. He graded right under Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams. But I don't know. Fine. PFF's pretty spot on, Bubby.
But what I'm saying is you cannot tell me in that individual game that Buddy had a higher PFF.
I get what you're saying there. I agree with what you're saying 100% because sometimes they be grading a little weird because I watched all 22 of the Lions and the offensive lineman that I felt played well. Then they'll give the poo-put the better grade. And it's like he was giving up mad pressures. Like he just got pancaked and he the offensive lineman. Like how he getting higher? Like, you know, I do get what you're saying. Deebo graded right where I think he needed. He was the third best receiver, I would say, last year.
Hey, you're getting some emotion here from 49er fans. They're saying Jimmy's better than Goff. You shouldn't be laughing.
Y'all Lions. Look. First off, we all know Goff is better than Jimmy G. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Let's keep it a buck. Real talk. 100%. Let's be real now. And I'm not even saying Goff's a dog. He's not a dog. Goff is cool, but he's better than Jimmy G. Let's be real. 100%. 100%. Y'all can't even get him on. Like, I don't. So, is there any landing spots for Jimmy G at this point?
No, there's one landing spot left. There's one.
Is that Pittsburgh or where's that?
No,
Seattle?
No,
Pittsburgh?
Panthers. That's it.
Carolina?
That's the only team.
They're not doing that. There's no need. I'll rock Sam Darnold before I rock with Jimmy G. Jimmy G's going to be a Niner next year and just take y'all money. Keep that money on the books. That's
you know what they could get. You know what they could get
A pack
is
of
they could.
Newports.
That's true, but they could also maybe get the what was it? I think it was Sam Bradford. Remember when he got traded to I think Arizona for that big deal because somebody got injured during the preseason?
Oh,
You
okay.
never know.
Yes, I just remember Sam Bradford always getting money out of somebody. That's what I remember
Yeah,
Sam
Sam
Bradford
Bradford,
for.
he did get some
He'll
money.
play 4 games, and he next thing you know, he didn't sign a 1-year, $25 million deal. Like, dang, buddy played 30 snaps last year. Then the following year, he'll get the same 1-year contract. Like, bro, he be getting money. Shoot.
He did work over
Sam
the
Bradford got
system.
a good chunk of change out the NFL and only played a total. I think he had like a 6-year career. He played a total of like 25 games, but made
That's
over
true.
$200 million. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, he did get over on
He
people.
got bread.
Not
I'm like, let
lying.
me
You are
look
not
that up. I
lying.
want to know how much he left with. He left with some money, dog. I'm sorry, man. I know I'm off track, but it's just
No, this is
we
great.
talked
This is
about
good.
this before years ago, like how
Yeah.
Sam Bradford just be getting these fools and never make it halfway through a season. Anyways, man, let me stop. What's next,
Rich
man?
wants to know if playing for the Lions is like being shipped to Siberia.
I don't know. I don't play for the Lions, so I wouldn't know that one.
All right, God, he didn't even take the bait. All right. 49ers and Lions biggest loss. Who was your team's biggest loss?
We really didn't lose anybody. Like, we retained the people that were on like the 1-year deals. I would say probably like Jalen's Reeve Maben. He signed to the Houston Texans. He was a special team ace, and he also was a serviceable linebacker for us. We didn't really have any key losses. Like, cutting Trey Flowers is not a loss. Like, that needed to happen. But
Yeah.
he was taking too much money and never on the field. So I don't know, Jalen Reeves Maben, who's really like a third string linebacker, but good at special teams. Like, we didn't really lose a dog that, like, you know, I can just say, like, the year before we lost Kenny Galladay, like, oh gosh, Kenny Galladay. But like, nah, there's nothing like that this offseason because there's a new regime. Brad Holmes is putting people on great contracts. He's not overpaying people, and he's putting them on prove-it deals. Trust the process. Oh yeah.
This is the Detroit versus everybody, dude. Like, this is him. He's the only Detroit fan that's on this channel. This is him. Here he is.
What's happening? I know it's hot as the devil's toenails in here, bro. I'm over here sweating. I'm hot. What's going on?
Portland, what is it? 40 degrees there?
Actually, it got to like 70 in Portland today. Chill out.
Whoa.
Sunshine.
Oh, you guys.
You know, it
It'll
did
be
rain a little bit.
tomorrow and 40.
We got a little rain today, actually. But
Oh, okay, perfect.
don't disrespect the weather. No, the weather's terrible out here. I hate it. And I got I got 10 more years here, then I'm up out of here.
You're gonna move to Florida with me. It's perfect.
Somewhere I'm getting smooth up out of Oregon. Believe that. 10 years, baby.
That's what is that when your daughter turns 18?
Oh, yeah.
The 10 years
I'm probably leaving like the day of graduation. As soon as she graduates, we out. Let's get up. I'm out. The day of graduation. I'm out of here, bro.
I feel it. All right. So you guys didn't really have any big losses. The 49ers had some losses for sure. DJ Jones is a loss. Laken Tomlinson is a loss. But these are guys I didn't expect to come back. So to say they're big losses when I was kind of prepared for it is tough to say that. Again, DJ Jones around 10 million a year by the Broncos. This guy played 49% of the snaps. And they do have Kinlaw who's back. So to say that that was a huge loss, like something they can't overcome, the 49ers really haven't had any. That's a good place to be. It's not like the Rams, right? The Rams lost their left tackle, or you can look at the Packers lost Devontae. Like, those are losses. Devontae Adams, whatever.
What about Laken Tomlinson?
And the Chiefs.
Left guard.
Laken Tomlinson, yeah, but again, I didn't expect him to be back. So it's, you know what I mean? It's maybe it is a big loss, yes, because
that's a loss.
It is a loss, but at the same time, they also drafted a guard last year to replace him for this year, right? So in round 2. So sure, right. It is a loss, but at the same time, it was expected to go that route. So
got you.
To me, maybe it's more because I expected it. It's not as big of a loss, but you know, he was a Pro Bowler, so yeah, that's
what about Tart?
I mean, they haven't technically lost him yet. He hasn't re-signed. He hasn't signed with anybody else. But I mean, Tart's cool, but they can draft a safety.
Tart's cool.
He's cool. He's a good player. No, he is. He's a good player. Like, don't get me
I
wrong. He's a good
take
player.
Tart right about now.
No, Tart's a
We
good
need
player,
another
but
safety.
they technically haven't lost him yet, right? So it's tough to say that he's the biggest loss. Yes, he's not on the team, but he's also not anywhere else. So he's not technically lost yet. But yeah, I mean, the rest of your division, right? We looked through it. Green Bay took a step back.
Oh yeah, baby.
Minnesota probably got a little better. I think Minnesota probably got a little better.
Yeah, they got Sedarius Smith.
Mm-hmm.
They added him and Daniel Hunter. Is going to be that's a nice duo coming off the edge.
Yeah.
I can't think of any like off the top of my head who they really got. I'm just happy Devontae Adams is out the North. I mean, that helps.
Well, and so same
and
with
then they lost
Khalil Mack.
They also lost some. I can't. Marquez Vandales Scanling.
Marquez Valdez Scanling.
They lost him. That was huge. Getting Khalil Mack, like you just hit on the Bears, getting Khalil Mack. I feel like we got a good chance of like competing for the North next year. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care what nobody say. We were in a lot of football games and we dealt with the third most injuries, and we lost like our best players were injured, all pro center, things like that. And we're getting everybody back. Akuda was hurt. And for us to add additions, like we're building on to what the people are coming back, I feel like we got a good shot. And I feel like the North they're on the decline. And I feel like a lot of teams are. So I feel like Chicago's kind of in a rebuild mode. Minnesota, I feel like it's still just sitting even. And Green Bay, I mean, they lost Devontae Adams. That's the best receiver in the game.
That's huge. Yeah.
And I feel like we're a year ahead as far as like our rebuild of against Chicago. I really think we have a good shot at like competing for the North. I know AR-12 still here, but who is he throwing the ball to? Am I tripping? Like I can't think of like. There's still some receivers out there. They can go out there and get like a Julio and things like that, but they ain't really did much. Green Bay ain't did much, bro. If anything, I think Green Bay got worse this offseason.
Yeah.
They lost Smith. They did retain Devondre Campbell, linebacker. The Bears got rid of Khalil Mack. I can't think who they brought in at the top of my head, but the Chicago Bears never really scare me, though, to be honest. But so I think we have a good shot, man. I'm excited to see what we're about to do in this draft.
I've had it where it says, Jesse, have you eaten squirrel? No, I've never eaten squirrel.
Squirrel? Who's eating squirrel?
Javon Kinlaw, he eats squirrel. No, I've never eaten squirrel. I do eat gator pretty regularly, though, being in Florida. That's pretty good. Not going to lie.
Oh, you eating gator now, huh?
Gator's good. Gator's
okay, Bubba.
Gator is good. Gator is good. All right. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's not bad. The rest of your division got worse, so that's a big win. You guys are sitting at a cool 7-10. I'd say that's better than you were last year. It's not bad. You guys are looking
bro. Our floor is 9 wins for real talk, and ceiling I'm gonna say about 12. I mean, you could do all the little drama and everything you want to do. I'm being real with you, bro. We were in dang near every game. We lost like I want to say we lost like 8 games by less than a possession. And we didn't have anybody. We had Walmart cashiers playing for us. We're getting all the troops back, and we're adding on top of that. And then that good rookie class we just had, they about to have a offseason as an NFL player. So they're going to be right there. Boom, ain't dealing with no COVID. COVID season's over. Nah, bro, you got us messed up. We're going to minimum 9 wins. Ceiling's 12. We fighting for the North. We're in the wild cards, guaranteed. Lock it in. I'm telling you.
Eric says your floor is 0 wins. 12 wins is your ceiling? What are you saying?
Talk, bro. I'm saying that we about to
then our ceiling 17 wins. We're gonna go 17-0. That's our ceiling.
All right, man.
If your ceiling's 12, then ours is 17.
Have a good night.
Do you see how weird that exactly? Thank you. Do you see how weird that sounds? It sounds pretty weird, right? Like
it doesn't sound weird.
17 wins.
I know what it is. I know what it is, man.
Okay.
I know what it is. I know it's about to happen, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you, dog. Look, man. Hey, I'm telling you. I can't wait to see.
He might be smoking those Newports that they're trying to trade for Jimmy.
I don't smoke anything.
You're smoking dope is what you're doing. All right, that's fair. Let's
Smoke
talk about the
nothing.
NFC West real quick because it's gotten much
What?
worse, by the way.
Has it?
Are you kidding me? Did the boogeyman left the NFC West? Russell Wilson is gone. He's over in Denver.
Yeah.
That's a huge loss.
Okay.
They also lost Bobby Wagner. You
Okay.
look at
Well,
Arizona.
Seattle was already at the bottom.
They were. Arizona was what? They finished number 2. They lost Chandler Jones. That's a huge loss after
That's huge.
losing Reddick the year prior. So they don't really have any pass rushers. And the Rams.
Isaiah Simmons will go to the pass rush.
Yeah, sure.
He's
I'm
a
not
jack
that
of
worried
all
about it.
trades.
Yeah, there you go.
He can play every position. Oh, my bad. Go on. I'm just Isaiah Simmons, man. I don't know. I don't know why he popped in my head. What? He is a jack of all trades. He does it all.
Yeah, he's like a poor man's
what?
Parsons, right? A real poor man's. All right. Also, the Rams have gotten worse. They lost their
have they
tackle.
though?
They lost their left tackle. They, by the way, have hardly any draft picks, so I don't know how they're going to replace this left tackle.
Oh no.
Okay, what else? They signed Buddy. Oh, that's also NFC North. The receiver. What's his name?
They brought in Allen Robinson left the division. Now he's in y'all division. That receiving core is stupendous.
Hold on though. Let's sit for a second. Because they brought in Allen Robinson, but who'd they lose?
Odell?
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods was hurt for the most of the year.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying
I like Robert Woods. I'm a Robert Woods fan. But Allen Robinson, okay, if you swap out Allen Robinson for Robert Woods, I think that's a great swap out.
I disagree, but that's
great swap out.
Okay, sure. Let's say they got a little bit better there, which I disagree with, but sure. Allen Robinson's a little bit better, but they still lost their left tackle. They lost a corner.
They brought in Joe Noteboom.
That was a re-sign, I think. I think he was a backup.
I don't know who it was. I just seen his name and I want to say it.
I think
I know nothing about the guy. I've never even heard of him.
You have now.
Joe Noteboom. I like the last name. I don't know who the guy is. Shit. Sounded cool, so I thought I'd say it. Joe, exactly. I don't know who I don't know who he is.
Yeah. I think he was a backup tackle for them. I think
now he's a starter.
There you go. Perfect. Joe Noteboom. That's perfect. There you go. All right. So yes, the Rams have gotten worse. So in my opinion, I think that it's gone well for the 49ers, and that's where we're at. Okay. So let's bottom line. Are the Lions better today than where they ended the season? Better
yes.
Or worse?
We're better.
Okay.
100%.
12 wins better.
I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because we're getting back all those players that were injured.
How many? Hold on. How many wins did you guys have last year?
What does that have to do with anything?
This is important to me. How many wins did you guys have last year?
We had 3 wins and 1 tie.
Okay. So your floor is 6 wins better. You're triple better.
Okay. Hold on. We're getting our left tackle Taylor Decker back, who missed 10 games. Okay. Our all-pro center Frank Ragnow didn't play. Our best edge rusher Romeo Okwara didn't play. He got hurt during your game. Okuda was hurt. Our best corner, our best pass rusher, our best offensive lineman, our second best offensive lineman was out. And that was supposed to be the Lions' selling point, was the offensive line this year. They didn't play together this year. Okay. Now we didn't add Chark, who has the potential to be a number 1. He's shown that he can be a number 1 when healthy. We got Josh Reynolds to go with him. The receiving core is better. The offense is better. We're getting back key pieces on defense, key pieces on the offensive line. So, yeah, we are better than week 17, week 18. We're better. And then we add Mike Hughes at the corner.
Those are actually good names. I'm not going to lie. The offensive line, that is big because your center is a dog. Decker's a good player as
left tackle.
So, yeah, I can't disagree with that. I just don't know if you guys are 6. Your floor is 6 games better.
I mean, we lost 8 games by 1 possession. So if we get those players back and add talent on top of it, and the strength of schedule is easier this coming season. The NFC North has gotten worse. The floor is 9 wins. I'm locking it in. Quit asking me about it.
Okay. I don't want you to be disappointed. You're my guy.
I'm never
I
disappointed.
don't
I've been
want
a
that for
Lions
you.
fan for 37 years. I can't be disappointed anymore. Like, I'm numb to this. Like, I'm okay. Shoot. But no, like I truly do feel like we're gonna be legit this year. Like that's taking
Okay.
fandom out of it, all that. Like, no, I see what's going on. We got a good front office. We're making the right type of moves. No, real talk.
Okay. That's
And when
cool.
it
No,
happened,
I
I
agree.
want you
By
like
the way,
Brad,
I
you were
do
right.
agree. No, I agree that you guys are better. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't think I ever said. I think saying 7 wins versus 3 is me telling you that I think that the Lions are better. So I'm not disagreeing with the fact that the Lions are better. I do think the Lions are better, and I think that they're a 7-win team. I just don't think the floor is 9. That's the only disagreement we have. It's a big disagreement, but it is the only disagreement. I do agree that the Lions are better. So we're not butting heads there, Bubs. 49ers are also a little bit better. Again,
Are y'all? I don't know if you are.
well, the most important position in football is quarterback. Trey Lance is better than Jimmy Garoppolo, so we're kind of better.
Jimmy G is still in the building.
He's not starting though, so it really doesn't matter.
We don't know that.
No, we do know that. Yeah, we know that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Jimmy's still in the building, bub.
I don't care if he's still in the building.
Hey.
He could be in the building. He can be in the parking lot. He could be in the trunk of your car. Hell, he could be at Subway flipping sandwiches right now. I don't care where Jimmy G's at. He's not starting for the 49ers.
He's starting week 1. So you haven't gotten better. And you lost Lincoln Thomason.
Travarius Ward's a pretty big upgrade, I would say so. Our special teams is certainly a lot better. It was one of the worst special teams units in football, and now it's probably one of the better. So that's big. But no, Trey Lance is starting. So when you get better at the most important position of football, your special teams gets better. Your defense overall got better. The offensive line is taking a step back, but we still have the draft. I would say the 49ers have gotten better. Yeah.
Serious question is, it's been announced, like they've come out and said, like, hey, it's Trey Lance's team.
There have been reports that they have told Trey Lance that it's his team, yes, but they haven't come out and just said, "Hey, this is Trey Lance's team." No,
okay, so Shanahan hasn't said this yet.
Not publicly, no. But there were pictures with him and Trey Lance hanging out just 2 days ago.
So it's still,
and Jimmy's there were rumors that he has told Trey Lance it's his team.
But he hasn't came out and actually said that yet, right?
Well, no, he's trying to trade Jimmy Garoppolo.
So
why would he say that?
It's Jimmy G's team.
It's not Jimmy G's team, but that's
cute. I hope Jimmy G stays and starts. It's a lot of Jimmy G supporters in here. I'm rooting for Jimmy G, y'all. What we talking about next?
Anyways. All right. This one should be pretty fun. Way too early power rankings. There's been a ton of change. We talked about the 49ers and Lions. Now let's talk about where the 49ers and Lions stack up. I think this is pretty important to see how serious you are, because you say 9-win floor. Let's see where your team actually stacks up when it comes to the NFL. So let's pull this up real quick. There we go. Let's actually go. We'll probably want to go down here. Yeah. Oh, here. Let's remove that banner. Hold up. Boom. There we go. Okay. So actually, do we want to be there or do we want to be over here? Let's be over here. All right. Let's take down the comment. And let's see where you think these teams. Ooh. Yeah, this is true. Lance unfollowed Jimmy on Instagram, I guess. That's interesting, but we'll see. We'll see what if anything it means. All right. So power rankings. Here's the categories. I'm excited for the draft, meaning next year's draft, because these teams have no shot. We've got an outside shot at making the playoffs. We've got playoff aspirations. We've got Super Bowl hopes, and we've got championship material. So with that being said, let's go team by team.
We're just going to, okay, because I was already.
Team by team.
Go, Texans.
Texans.
Excited for the draft.
Leave them there. Okay, perfect. All right, Cowboys.
Playoff aspirations.
Okay, I agree. they've taken a step back a little bit
For
this year,
sure. I
but
think
they're in
they have
the
also.
NFC East. So, Baltimore Ravens.
Playoff aspirations.
Can I tell you a funny story about Maddox real quick?
Yes.
So, for those of you watching, probably don't know who Maddox is. That's my 7-year-old, and he's really getting into football, rad, which is super dope, right? I love it. Like towards the tail end of the season, he started watching games with me. He loves Debo Samuel, so he's really getting into it. He's been playing flag football, picking up the game. Well, he started playing Madden recently,
Uh-oh.
and yeah, he started playing Madden. So he's playing Madden and he's playing with the 49ers first, right? That's dad's favorite team. He's a Debo Samuel fan, so everything's great there. He gets a couple games in and he says, Daddy, you know that the Jimmy Garoppolo calls him Jimmy Garoppolo. You know Jimmy Garoppolo? I said, yeah, what's up with Jimmy Garoppolo? He goes, he's not very good. I don't want to play with the 49ers anymore. I'm like, okay, you don't have to play with Jimmy Garoppolo. So he starts trying out other teams. He's now a Ravens fan because
Uh-oh.
Lamar Jackson on Madden. He loves to play with Lamar Jackson on
Take
Madden.
off and run.
So exactly. So he's a Ravens fan and he's now got a Lamar Jackson jersey. This is thank you, Jimmy Garoppolo or Jimmy Garoppolo, for being terrible even on Madden. You've ruined my son forever. So appreciate that. It's become personal with Jimmy Garoppolo. I agree, though. Ravens playoff aspirations for sure. Stacked AFC, though, man. It's going to be very, very tough. Kansas City, what are your thoughts?
I think they on the outside shot.
I think they have playoff aspirations. With Patrick Mahomes there, you still have playoff. They did get Juju, so it's not like they're horrible.
That AFC West.
I know it is. It's tough. But are they really
Juju,
any worse?
But I mean,
Baltimore?
Juju's not like a true number one. He's not about to replace Tyreek Hill's type numbers. No, he's not going to do that. They got what? Who do they got? Mecole Hardman, Kelsey, Juju,
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
He ain't okay.
He's a burner.
I mean, it's a good receiving core. It's a cool core.
And they have Kelsey.
Well, I mean, I could go with. I mean, yeah, it's still the Chiefs. They still got Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid. Playoff aspirations, I can go with it. But I just know that AFC West, though, it's about to get strong down there.
Yeah, I agree. Real tough.
AFC East, like these Patriots are up next.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, Patriots.
Outside shot.
I agree. Yeah, they're outside shot. They're not excited for the draft. Anytime you got Belichick, but they didn't get any better. And that AFC East,
that division got better. Really sure.
Really good.
Gosh.
We agree. Tampa Bay championship material
for sure. Yes.
Dolphins.
I want to put them in like I got to see all this jail playoff aspirations. Yeah. Like I get on paper they got better, but I mean that's all I got to jail.
That's all we got to do. I mean, we got to talk about paper, but yes, you're right. I mean, that is big. That's.
So I think they should sit right there until you know what I mean. Okay. Super Bowl. I'm put them at the top. Champ materials.
Who Bengals?
Bengals. Yes.
I don't think they're champ material anymore. But
how? What did they? I mean, they brought everybody back and they just upgraded their offensive line. I need to. Can I hear this?
I'm just going to be real because the Bengals had a Cinderella run. I feel like last
year. I would agree. 100% agree.
Everything kind of fell their way. Whatever, and that's not a bad thing, right? It happens. Like that's not a bad thing by any means. I'm not trying to dog on what the Bengals did, but I also don't look at Burrow and then look at the rest of those quarterbacks in the AFC and go, oh, yeah, they got the best one. Like they have the 7th or 8th best quarter. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I see what you're saying.
When you see some of these teams in if they were in the AFC West, where do you think they would finish? I think they would maybe 3rd at best, probably 4th. Let's swap them into Kansas City.
I don't know, man. The Bengals, they got a lot of. I trust the Bengals now, man. They got a nice little thing going over there. And if the only thing they was having issues was protecting Burrow, who got sacked 71 times, and you didn't brought in 3. I'm not going to say top tier caliber. Good. You didn't brought in 3 good offensive linemen. I can agree with the Super Bowl, and then their playoff run was a Cinderella story, but at the same time they had to go to Tennessee and beat Tennessee. I guess I know Henry just came back, first game back, so they didn't get the true Henry. But then they went to Kansas City and beat them again just after doing it, I believe, in Was it week 16 at the end of the
But we
season?
just said you almost put Kansas City as an
I
outside shot. That's the whole point. It was a
because
Cinderella story.
Kansas City just I feel like they got worse and that division got tougher. I can live with the Super Bowl hopes.
That's not a bad place to be,
Oh,
by the way. I don't think
definitely not.
Super Bowl
It's
hopes
not a bad place to be.
okay,
Not at all.
so here's my
I just
question.
think they got better.
If they end up in the Super Bowl, first of all, two things. One, I think there's going to be more AFC teams than championship material than NFC teams. Like, let's just be real.
It's flip flop because last year it was NFC.
Exactly. So if they play Tampa Bay, heads up, who are you picking in that game for a Super Bowl? I'm picking Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay or Cincy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to ride with Cincinnati.
Really?
For real?
Okay.
Yeah,
all
man.
Right. Well, let's leave them here for
we can
now.
Leave them there. We can leave them there. I'm not mad at that.
Rams
to the top.
Yeah, I mean they just won the Super Bowl, right? It's they actually won the Super Bowl. That's very different. Okay. Arizona Cardinals playoff.
I would put them in the yeah, for sure.
Okay. Chargers
playoff.
I think they're Super Bowl hopes.
I got to see it.
They added
JC
and JC Jackson.
Yeah,
that's huge.
That's somebody else too. Hold on,
big pieces.
I could get on board with that. They added somebody else. I feel like Gerald Everett at the tight end. They did bring him in. He's a solid tight end. Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. But that's two. They added a top tier pass rusher and a top tier corner. Yes, okay, I'm with that
because the offense is humming, right? Like we know
I'm with
the offense is humming. So
I'm with that.
Okay, so I'm going to put them in Super Bowl hopes. Green Bay.
I want them right there on that third tier, to be honest with you.
Kind of there too without Devontae Adams, man. I
get they got AR-12, but they lost a good pass rusher. I can't do it.
I'm with you. Okay. Jaguars, we're going to say excited for the draft.
I don't know, man. They might have bought a team. Like them boys was big spenders in the free agents.
In all the wrong ways. Trent Baalke is atrocious.
Oh my Lord. I mean, I don't know, man. Jacksonville, I feel like they already had pieces, but it was just a dumpster fire. The locker room was terrible.
Let's compare them to their division.
Texans, I think they're.
What about the Titans and Colts? Because I don't think they're better than either of those teams, and you have to be better than
they're not.
Be an outside shot. So I think
they're not.
They're excited for
that. Not. You're right. They just brought in a lot, though.
No, they did. No, they definitely did. Okay. Washington Commanders.
I'm a Carson. I still like Carson Wentz, man. I don't know what it is. I try to stick with my guy.
I think they have an outside shot.
For sure. They're not. I don't think they're excited for the draft. No, I'm just trying to look at everything they didn't brought in. They brought in Andrew Norwell, good offensive lineman.
But they lost Scherf.
Oh, they did lose Brandon Scherf. Okay.
Let's
go outside. Let's go with outside shot for now.
Tennessee. I'd say playoff aspirations.
I mean, yeah, the Titans is the Titans. They ain't nothing changed there. They about to ground and pound you.
Right. But then they also got Woods to replace
Julio
Jones, which, by the way, I think Julio Jones possibly ends up in Green Bay. And if they draft another receiver, they could be
I think that's going to happen
Super Bowl hopes again. So, okay. Giants, I would say excited for the draft still.
Yeah, they got Daniel Jones at the quarterback. 100%.
Yeah, that's a mistake. All right. Jets also excited for the draft.
Yep, because that division's too tough, Bubba.
Bears excited for the draft.
Yep.
Seahawks excited.
Excited for the draft.
I love to say this. The Seahawks are what? Excited for the draft. That's right. Yes, they are. I love it. Okay. Carolina Panthers. Probably.
Let me think about the South real quick. Let me think. Tampa, Atlanta. What's the other one? New Orleans. C-Mac attack is back. They did lose Hassan Reddick, though.
Yeah, that's a big loss. JC.
They're getting their cornerback, though. They're getting their cornerback, yes. They did lose the other one, though. The speedster.
No, they didn't. They brought him back. Gilmore they lost. But
I thought they lost
the speedster. Dante, what was his name? Jackson?
Jackson. They brought him back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they re-signed him, yeah. I'm almost positive they re-signed him to like a 3-year deal, actually. You can look it up real quick, but Yeah, I'm.
You're right. He got
99.9%.
3 years, 3 years, 35 mil. Okay. Added Xavier Woods safety. Johnny Hecker, nice punter. Okay, I know Johnny Hecker. Brandon Rashawn. I think they got an outside shot.
Okay, NFC's weak, so I'm not going to fully disagree there. Saints, kind of the same, right? I mean, if the Panthers do, the Saints do.
Yeah,
Jameis
they
is
got a
probably
chance.
better than Darnold.
Mike
So
Thomas coming back.
yeah. They still
They
got a
lost.
good defense. They got
They
Kamara.
lost Marcus. They lost their best
They lost their
safety
safety.
though. They lost Marcus Williams, and I want to say, I'm trying to. They brought in Marcus May. He's solid. Yeah, I'll give him outside.
Okay.
Where we at?
Raiders, playoff aspirations.
Oh, yeah, they got it. I mean, yeah, they're in the playoffs for sure.
I mean, they got Devontae Adams. They got they got Chandler Jones. I mean, that's some big
and they added
additions.
Yasim Rock, a little up and coming DB. I know you remember Yasim
Oh
Rock.
yeah, they
Rock,
who did they trade?
Rockison, and
Yeah.
Joe
Who did they trade? Joku.
you know what I'm talking about.
No,
DM from the
Ngakwe.
Ngakwe. DM
Yeah.
played for the Jags.
Yeah, Yannick Ngakwe. And then
They
brought in
flipped. They
Chandler
did
Jones.
some flipping. I like that. That's some Madden
did.
type ish. Like we brought somebody in, so let's go and see what we can get for him now at the same position. That's some Madden type stuff. I see you. Shout out to Vegas.
Yeah. All right. 49ers. I'd say playoff hope. I mean, Super Bowl hopes.
Excited for the draft.
Shut your
mouth. I'm playing.
Super Bowl hopes.
Super Bowl hopes.
I can't go champ material because I still feel like the Buccaneers are better. The Rams, I think that's a toss up just because it's division. They were in the NFC Championship last year.
I know. I would give it there. I could say that. I could agree with that.
Lions.
Playoff aspirations.
Outside shot. Now we're very excited for the draft.
No, you got me messed up. We got an outside shot. Hold on.
Yeah, outside shot. Okay, well let's agree in the middle then, because I said excited for the draft. You said playoff aspirations.
Yeah, I could go with that.
Okay, outside shot. All right, Vikings.
Outside shot.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what did they do last year? Well, have they really got that much better?
Well, they have gotten better for sure, but I mean, Green Bay's gotten worse. So one of these teams has to compete with them. I think the Vikings are slightly better in Detroit. So I would have to go with the
Vikings. Lost Anthony Barr. That secondary is getting old.
But they brought in Za'Darius,
who's coming off injury. Za'Darius Smith, like I get the name, but he really wasn't like thugging like that. If that was the case, they would have brought him back instead of Preston.
But if you remember when we had the show where we brought in NFC North guys, Vikings fans were not big on Barr. They thought he was super overrated. That was multiple Vikings fans said that. So they watched these guys every game in and game out.
I think they're outside shot. I really do.
So you think Green Bay's winning that division then?
And we should have beat them twice last year. We beat them good once, and then we lost by a game-winning field goal the first game. So it's like, nah, I think y'all sitting right there with us, bud.
Okay. Denver Broncos, Super Bowl hopes?
Super Bowl, for sure. They got Dangerous.
Yeah, that's a
and Randy Gregory. I think they overpaid for Gregory, but he's a solid pass rusher.
Yeah. No,
Super Bowl hopes. Buffalo, I believe, is Super Bowl hopes.
I'd say championship material. I mean, they got Von Miller on a team that was, I mean, they lost to Kansas City in a shootout. They have arguably the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Josh Allen went incredible on fire, and they did the one thing they needed to do, which also, let's not forget, they have one of the best. They
brought in some O-line too. They brought in some O-line, man.
And they have one of the best corners in the game that was out from like week 10 on, Tre'Davious White. So
they flipped out who's the little slot? They flipped him out for Jamison Crowder. I like that. I think that was a good flip out. I'd rather have Crowder. And then they got my guy OJ Howard. Yes, I can go with that. They got OJ Howard.
I think they're champ material. I really do. I think they're the cream of the crop right now, AFC wise.
Where we at?
Steelers.
Pittsburgh. Outside shot.
Outside, yeah.
Outside shot. Colts.
Playoff aspirations.
I'm gonna give them playoff aspirations.
Yeah.
Philly. I'm gonna give Philly playoff aspirations too.
Yeah, I mean, it is one team's got to compete for the NFC.
I feel like it's them with them 3 draft picks. Pick 15,
This might be the
16,
worst
and
team in the
19.
NFL right here, the Falcons. Them in Seattle are like, ooh, who's worse?
I would
So the
say
Seahawks.
Houston. I would say Houston.
No, they at least they got Davis Mills. Davis Mills is pretty decent now.
They got Marcus Mariota. Hold on now. You're not about to just sit here and play Marcus Mariota now.
I'm an Oregon Duck fan. Chill.
I like Mariota, man.
Yeah, but he has nothing. Who's he throwing to? Who's he
Cordell
throwing
Patterson. No, he got Kyle Pitts is still there.
Kyle Pitts. You're right. They have no receivers though. Like
literally, they better hit the draft.
I guess.
It's a lot of good receivers in this draft.
I don't think they can protect Mariota either.
They brought in
They're
Casey
a
Howard.
bottom 3 team in the NFL. They're a bottom 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they probably chilling. Cleveland.
I'll say playoff
for sure. Playoff aspirations.
Yeah, they're not Super Bowl hopes yet because we don't. Deshaun Watson's.
We got to see what he's gonna do. We got to see what he got to. No, he's not.
I think he's gonna play fine, but he might get suspended. He's going to get
for
suspended.
What? Why?
Are you? I mean, really? Do we really have to hash this out? Who got suspended for something similar? It was somebody had something similar go down with them. Didn't get convicted of anything and still missed 6 games and got suspended.
Big Ben didn't get suspended.
Yeah, he did. What do you mean? Yes, he did. It was 6 games, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
And somebody else did too. Remember. Same thing. Very similar. So I think he's going to get suspended. So if that happens, that hurts. So that's the only reason I would put him in Super Bowl hopes. Otherwise, because that roster's stacked.
He can't get. I think he might get. He gonna get time served. He missed a whole year.
But he didn't miss a year because he was suspended. He missed a year because him and the team agreed that he shouldn't play.
Hey, that's time served.
That's not time served.
I know.
That's not.
I'm just ready to see the guy play. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks.
Golly.
I want to get time served.
So we got to add more teams to championship material. So AFC, let's hash this out. We got to add one more team in there. We've got the Broncos, we've got the Chargers, and the Bengals. Who do you think's the best team out of the? Actually, let's do this.
Broncos,
Chargers, and Broncos are in the same division. Who's better out of those 2 teams? Let's eliminate one.
Hold on. Let me think this one through. I think the Broncos. They got dangerous, bro.
Okay. I think the Chargers are because they still also have a first round draft pick. So that's going to be huge. Denver doesn't. And by the way, the Chargers didn't make the playoffs, so that first round draft pick is going to be pretty decent. They draft very well. They've been drafting very well. I just think
Denver's already had Denver was just missing a quarterback, bro. That's all they were missing.
But they had a
top tier defense.
They also traded Noah Fant as a part of that. Noah Fant's a pretty damn
the tight end that was backing him up. I can't think of he's got like a weird name. He was already solid. That receiving core is solid. That O-line is very solid. They got a double-headed monster of the running back, and that defense was already good.
Now you
even added Randy Gregory. I gotta go Denver, man. Like all they were missing really was like a QB.
Let me throw this out there. First of all, the Chargers were a little bit closer to making the playoffs than the Broncos were. Right?
They had a better quarterback.
They did. They still have the better quarterback. Like Russell Wilson right now versus Herbert right now. I'm taking
Russell Wilson.
I'm not. He's declined. He's declined
for 1 year.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it. So I'm personally taking Herbert, and I also look at it and say they at least are. They don't have a first year coach. They have a second year head coach. The Broncos have a first year head coach, and Russell Wilson is going from something familiar to something new, to where Herbert's not. I think that's an advantage. So
Russell's gonna have a chip. He's got something to prove, bro. Like he's got traded for all that. Like he about to come up here and like he putting Denver on his shoulders. No, he's about to ball this year. And one little injury, and for some reason the Chargers always get hurt. We can't. Them boys is always hurt. We can't predict injury. Paper. I'm going Denver, bro. They got the veteran quarterback. They got the guy who's been to the Super Bowl. They got a Super Bowl champion quarterback. Sorry, not being. He's a champion who's in a good situation, a good offensive line, a good run game, a good defense.
Okay, who would you take between the
chat? So let's leave it to the chat. Let's put it to the chat.
We don't have to. We don't have to because this is very simple. You've got the Broncos, so Broncos or Bengals. Who's better, Broncos or Bengals?
Broncos.
Okay. All right, so I think the Bengals are probably slightly better than the Chargers.
So who do
See,
you got,
this is
Broncos
tough.
or Bengals?
Well, I
Chat.
just said the Chargers were better, so Bengals or Broncos. Yeah, Bengals or Broncos. Chat, we need your help. Bengals or Broncos.
I see Denver. Somebody got Raiders.
Yeah, but they're talking about
Raiders.
the Chargers and stuff. So Bengals, Broncos, go. Type in. We'll take the first 10 responses, and that's how we'll decide. First 9. We got to have an odd number. First 9 responses. Bengals, Broncos, go.
Broncos.
2 for
bang,
Bengals,
bang,
1 for Broncos.
Okay.
Oh, 3 for Bengals.
Where'd
4
you
for
see that
Bengals.
third
5 for Bengals.
Ooh.
6 for Bengals. Okay, there it is.
It's the Bengals. Yep,
Bengals.
there it is.
Okay.
Bengals. I'm not mad at that because at the beginning I was saying they was chant material. So I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I can
so
do that.
Bengals.
So we got 2 AFC.
The chat, that was weird. The chat just called everybody came in at once and threw it up. Yeah, Bengals, man. So we've got the Bengals, we've got the Bills. I'm comfortable with this, by the way. We've got the Rams and the Bucks. Those are the cream of the crop in the AFC and NFC. Right there, chomping at the bit, we've got the Chargers and Broncos, and we've got the 49ers. So the AFC West, by the way, has overtaken the NFC West for best division. That's clear. NFC West is still number 2. And then playoff aspirations, I feel good about this. I think these are the teams that are probably there. Chiefs, yeah, I feel good about this. Outside shot, I disagree on the Lions, but that's the only one. And then excited for the draft.
You know what? You didn't have to say that.
Well, I did because it's true.
Just leave us put.
No, I'm gonna leave you put. I'm not moving it. We split the difference. You said playoff aspirations. I said excited for the draft. So we're splitting the difference. That's fair. And then these are clearly the bottom dwellers of the NFL. Like there's no these teams compared to the teams that are above them, other than possibly Detroit, there's a clear difference. So done. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. That was good. That was a good show, man. That was fun. I missed doing a show with you.
Always.
Even though you're a Lions fan. I missed doing a show with you. But we do have to make an announcement here because we're giving away a Joe Montana Mitchell and Ness jersey. So I've put it out on Twitter, a way to enter there. I've put out on our community chat a way to enter there. And I'm also going to give you a third way to enter to win this Joe Montana Mitchell and Ness jersey. It's a away jersey, by the way, 89 uniform. So to win this jersey, first of all, we're going to do the giveaway once we reach 5,300 subs. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, we hit 4,000 subs at the beginning of this month. We're going to hit 5,000 in less than 1 month. So that's a good uptick. So 5,300 subs, if you guys are really entering and trying to win this jersey, I mean, we could get there in a week, probably 2. I think that's realistic. So if you want to win the jersey, another way to do so is you can comment in this video as soon as it's done. Go to the comment section and hit subscribe. Just say that you subscribe. So obviously subscribe. Like I can tell if you've subscribed, by the way. So
hit that like button also.
And then say that you've subscribed in the chat once this video is ended. And that will get you an entry as well. So you can enter multiple ways. You can enter on Twitter. If you follow me, it's right there. You can enter through the community tab and you can enter on this video. So multiple ways to enter. I will count all entries. Once we reach 5,300 subs, we will give that jersey away. It's a nice jersey, by the way. Very nice jersey. So appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you like, subscribe, as that is a stipulation to win the jersey. And shoot, this duo here will be back at it next week.
Oh, yeah.